Alright, so this story happened during my last year of high school, and honestly, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. There was this teacher, Mrs. Thompson. She taught English, but she wasn't just strict. She was downright cruel. And the worst part? She didn't care about something really serious, my asthma. I've had asthma since I was a kid. Usually, it's manageable, but when I get stressed or the air is bad, I can have attacks. I always carry my inhaler, and my parents and doctors warned the school about it. But Mrs. Thompson? She acted like none of that mattered. One day, during one of her brutal tests, she gives us these insane essays with almost impossible questions. I started coughing. Not just a little cough, but the kind where your chest feels tight and you can't breathe. I raised my hand and asked if I could go to the nurse. She looked at me like I was faking. "You're fine," she snapped. "Stop making excuses and finish your test." The coughing got worse. My chest started to tighten. I could feel panic rising because, honestly, asthma attacks are terrifying. I tried again. "Please, I need my inhaler." She ignored me and said, "If you can't handle a little test, maybe you don't belong here." I was stuck. If I left, I'd get a 0. If I stayed, I could seriously get hurt. The room felt like it was closing in on me. I was gasping, my vision started to blur, but she just sat there, watching us like some kind of judge, completely indifferent. Finally, I left the classroom, barely able to breathe. When I got to the nurse, she helped me, but the damage was done. That wasn't even the worst day. There was another time when one of my classmates had a seizure right in front of the whole class. Guess what Mrs. Thompson did? She just stood there, frozen, like she didn't know what to do for a full minute before anyone else jumped in to help. Nobody trusted her, but no one dared to complain either because she was so mean that everyone was scared of her. She mocked me too. One day, she saw me pull out my inhaler and said loud enough for the whole class to hear, "Oh, look, the drama queen needs her magic puff again." Everyone laughed. I wanted to disappear. By then, I was so stressed and anxious every time I had to walk into her class that my asthma attacks became more frequent. I felt alone, like no one cared. Not the teachers, not the principal, not even my classmates. But something was about to change. Just when I thought I couldn't take it anymore, something happened that made me realize I had to stand up for myself, and maybe even expose Mrs. Thompson for who she really was. If you want to know what happened next, how I finally stood up to her and what the school did, part 2 drops tomorrow.